Anybody else? Anybody else we are waiting on, Dusty?
I think Sam Atkins is going to join. Oh, he's right here. Here we go.
Okay.
He's from City of Fruita.
Okay. I'll wait for him to join us to start the meeting then. Hey, Sam, are you with us?
I am. It decided it needed to do an automatic update before I got on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mine did too, so I got on a little early. All right, well, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Our first item is any public comment? All right, hearing none, we will move to the Plateau Valley Fire Protection District brush truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I will turn it over to Kevin.
Okay. So, you guys approved us for a grant for two Ford fire trucks, cab and chassis in 2022, of which we had a bid, which was roughly around $64,000 each. So we were pretty late in the year last year, which put us over into a 2023 model. So Ford ended up bumping our price a little bit to $70,111, which we were okay with. We were fully planning to pay the difference. Ford put us on what they told us was their high priority list. And so we've sat and waited on our high priority list until middle of June, and come to find out, talking to the commercial rep at Ford, we're not going to make the cut. They're not going to build us a 2023 truck. And that commercial rep also said they have no plans of building one in 2024. We would be put off to 2025. So Kevin went out and got some quotes from Ed Bozarts, which is the Denver division of Ed Bozarts, and then Western Slope Chrysler for a Ram truck. Bozarts came back with 68,950 for 550 top kicks. Dodge came back at 76,900 for Dodge 550s. So what we're wanting to do is switch to a Chevy chassis. And we're still at a position where we could suck up the other 5,000 basically of the price increase, but according to our agreement with you, we need to have your permission to change to that. So that's what we're asking for right now. And Chevy we're down to the fine line of getting them to build us a truck for 2023 right now. So that's basically where we're at, and just asking for your permission to switch to those Chevy top kick 550 chassis. And
extend the grant out because of the delay.
Yeah, and extend the grant to February at least 2024, because we don't believe there's any way we're going to make it within the year time frame we had.
Okay.
Kev, do you have anything else to add to that?
No, I don't.
Bobby, Craig, do you have any questions or concerns about changing the equipment or extending this one?
I do not.
Is this the second extension?
On this one, I think it's the first.
This is the first? Okay. No, I don't have any problems with it.
Okay. I don't have any questions. Do we hear a motion to go ahead and allow them to switch to the Chevy top kick model and extend this grant?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Bobby, a motion, and Craig for our second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Sounds good, guys. Eric, Kevin, looks like you guys are good. Hopefully Chevy will get that truck on the way for you.
Thank you,
Well,
guys.
hope so. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, you're welcome. Thanks. All right, our next item, City of Fruita, we have the 16 road rail crossing improvement. They are looking for an extension. I think they're having a little trouble getting uh, everything through the railroad. Sam, are you addressing that one?
I am.
Okay.
Appreciate the time. Yeah, this was a 2020 mini grant application. We originally requested that be a 2-year time frame, just because we knew that the time dealing with UPRR was always questionable as far as how long it would take us. We have previously asked for an extension, so this would be our second extension. We are requesting that the extension be made for another year, which would extend it to May 19th of 2024. We do have all the design work. So kind of how this worked is the design work leading up to the rail crossing was the responsibility of the city of Fruita. And then the design work within the gates and all that was the responsibility of UPRR. So all that work has been done. At this point, it's a scheduling process and trying to get the construction scheduled. I do know that the 20 road intersection with CDOT, even CDOT is having problems getting scheduling done with UPRR. And I guess I thought that CDOT had a lot of control, but apparently they don't have as much as one would think. So anyway, we're working towards getting that scheduled later in the summer into the fall, and then that would allow us to do our work if we have time late fall or early spring and still meet that deadline of May 19th.
Good. Thank you, Sam. Because of the common problem with dealing with the railroad. This is our second extension for this. Sam, do you feel pretty comfortable this time in getting this done before the extension is up?
As comfortable as I can. I think the answer is that we're going to have to harass them a lot more than we have been, just because it seems like it's a relatively small project for the railroad. So that it seems like we're kind of put on the back burner on some of these items. The interesting thing is like there hasn't been that much coordination with some of their maintenance operations. UPRR did go through and refresh the ballast through the Fruita area that might have been even further west. And they replaced just the existing panels while they went through. But that didn't extend the panels to the width that we were requesting, and they didn't replace them with concrete. They just went back with wooden panels. That was not what we were requesting initially. So it seems like they've got operations that aren't communicating with the design side, that kind of thing that's going on.
Craig, Bobby, you guys want to weigh in on this? Let me know your thoughts on this. I don't know what.
Yeah, just dealing
David?
with the county, the railroad and the county. It's definitely feels like an act of Congress to get the railroad to work with you sometimes, or they're just on a totally different time schedule. So I can completely understand, Sam, your guys' challenge right now. Would it help if the commissioners, if we send a letter to the railroad or try and get some other leverage to get this kind of finished?
No. So one of the guys I've worked with in the past, he's migrated over to CDOT and has had various positions over there.
Mhm.
One thing that I can, and his current position is the liaison for dealing with the railroad. I think what I can do to start with is talk to him and see if there's some kind of leverage he could at least say, hey, these guys really need something to happen. Is there a way that you can put this a little higher in the priorities?
Okay.
I think I will go there first, and then if that seems to go nowhere shortly, then I could request that you guys send a letter.
Yeah, we can be nice about it, but I think just saying how important it is and to the community, and I think that might be helpful. So you just let us know if that will help, but I don't have any questions or concerns about this extension.
Craig?
Thank you.
No, I also, I understand their, their issues, with the railroad. As a board, I think that we have to be mindful of the fact that, I don't remember, who else applied that didn't, get awarded the grant, but, they would have a case for saying, if you guys would have awarded us the grant, this would have been done and the community would have benefited from it, and we'd have been down the road. So I just think the next time that we're looking at a grant application involving a third party as potentially as intransigent as the railroad, we need to seriously think about that when we're funding, and if we're putting the money where it will do the most good for the most people.
And that might be a situation where the applicant has already received approvals before you would make that approval, so that isn't contingent upon getting this completed.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Sam, because way back when the FML district was started, that was one of the benchmarks, that our approval was the final one. Everything else was in place. So your point's well taken.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think definitely with the railroad, we'll view this differently next time, but I think this is an important project. It was a mini grant, so it was not one of our larger grants. So I have no problem with it. Based on that, do we hear a motion to go ahead and approve the extension of this project?
I
So
so moved. I was waiting for you, Bobby.
I was waiting for you.
Let's say Craig made the motion on that, and Bobby did our second.
Perfect.
So all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, we've got both those extended. Do we have any other unscheduled business?
Nope.
Okay. Dusty, we need to revisit the op-ed. I won't do that today. I'll send out an email later and see how we want to fish. We do need to reduce that quite a bit.
Okay.
And I would like to get it in here in the next, definitely next month. So we'll do
I
that.
was thinking about, excuse me, I was thinking about that this morning. Dan West from the Daily Sentinel,
Yeah.
he seems to have a good pulse on some of the issues around natural resources and the BLM, and it might make a better story than an op-ed, or a possibility. If we want to get all the details in there, we might ask Dan West if he wants to pick up the story. We can give him all of our information and then see if he wants to pick that up, because I think it is important, and it highlights all of the history and grant opportunities as well. So maybe see if we can go that route before we trim it down so much, where I think we might be able to get in more information if we give it to him for a story. So
Yeah, my only concern about that is lately with the newspaper, it has been very hard to get the details you want in
Right.
and the
I don't know what you're
accuracy
talking about.
and the accuracy of those details. So yeah, I've got mixed emotions on that. That's something
Yeah.
we may all think about. I think we probably could get them to do an article. Part of the reason for we identified the op-ed before is when we've given them information before, they put in there what they want to. They're very much in favor of these conservation leases right now.
Right. I know.
And anything that seems like our information could be seen as a challenge to their
Yeah.
support of those conservation leases. So they might be hesitant to put in the details we want.
I
So
hear you.
that's just my thoughts on that. So,
The struggle is real.
yes, it is. I mean, I don't want to take top seat to the county in their coverage in the newspaper. Do you, Craig?
Oh,
No,
goodness.
sir. No.
I understand totally.
You guys have been so popular lately.
Super popular.
I don't want to take that away from you. So anyway, I'll send out some more emails. Think about that. We'll have some more discussion on that, maybe via email, and let everybody get back to their 4th of July. I see Craig sitting in the cabin and Eric sitting on the mountain, and so maybe we'll just move on. I'll send some emails to everybody.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Anybody
you.
else?
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
You gotta
Have
adjourn
fun.
it. Make the official
Well,
adjournment.
Hear a motion for adjournment?
So move.
Second.
Second. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Kevin, Eric, Sam, thank you guys for joining us this morning. Good luck with your projects.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ready?
Thank you.